Common shares, as I said, that's how this whole game got started. It's the simplest form of a direct equity investment. Most people understand it. And what it really does is, because you're getting in the same share class as the entrepreneur, it aligns you. The entrepreneur and the investor are in the same boat. So convertible loan, it's a great instrument. And what I like when I sit on the company side is you deal with lenders, not shareholders. So you don't have to involve them in the board or in AGMs. So the SAFE, we talked about that a little bit. I call it papered handshake. It favors the company, in my opinion, and it works best in a very frothy market.
And so getting people to think about how it's, yes, a check, it's a financial relationship, but there's also, it's a relationship precisely that needs to be cultivated over time. And paperwork is just a conduit to help you do that in the best way, and really to make that happen is where we try and help entrepreneurs.
So we have a number of problems in Canada. Most of the term sheets are founder driven, in Vancouver in particular. You know, my friend or my buddy, he has a term sheet from a number of years ago, or I do a Google search and I find some examples who are far too American to use in Vancouver.
We're seeing a lot of sort of what I would call lukewarm exit. We're starting to see that these types of investment outcomes are and should be continuing to color the thinking on the structures going in. And that is, I think, a direct correlation. That's directly a direct correlation to the trends for these flat exits. Right now, we get founders pulling term sheets off the internet and sending them to local investors, and that is supposed to be the terms upon which you're going to invest. It, quite frankly, really, really hurts the growth of local companies and indeed across Canada.
So I do think that some thought leadership from the investor community around helping people understand, like, when is it appropriate to do a note on a note? How would you want to go through that process? What are some of the implications, etc.? I think would be fantastic.
The goal has been to build a Canadian standard, and I'm very pleased that together with Boris Mann, who some of you know, we've started off the project called NACO Common Docs. And our goal is to launch a set of a standard, a common term sheet, a standard preferred term sheet, a standard convertible term sheet, and a standard SAFE, a Canadian SAFE. That's going to be on the NACO portal together with a set of educational documents, and that would be for everyone to use, investors as well as companies.
I believe that the NACO Common Docs initiative and sessions such as this one right now will go a long way to building a best practices and a market norm concept in our investor community here in Canada and indeed in Vancouver itself.